This book is part of the Heartland Audio Library, and today we're reading Ruby Finds a Worry. The author is Tom Percival, and the reader is me, Breanna Westenbroek. Ruby finds a worry. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high, and she loved to explore wild, faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first, Ruby hardly noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day, it got a little bit bigger. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box, and it was still there at night when she brushed her teeth. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? See, she's feeling the worry when it's her birthday cake. She sees the worry when she's trying to ride her bike. She sees the worry when she's playing her piano. It's always with her. Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus. And it took up whole rows at the movie theater. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about. And it seemed like she would never feel happy again. Oh no. And one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? It was. Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and as he told her, the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. See, it's getting smaller, smaller, smaller the more she talks about it. Soon, both of their worries were gone. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, see, she's smiling because she sees the little worry coming, but she knows how to get rid of it. Now that she knows how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. See, it stays teeny tiny. Now it's time for family discussion questions. Question number 1. How did the worry make Ruby feel? How could you tell? Question number 2. How did Ruby know that the boy had a worry too? Question 3. What did Ruby do to make her worry shrink? Question 4. Have you ever had a worry before? Tell about it. Question 5. What can you do to shrink your worry next time? All right, talk about some of those questions as a family. And that was today's reading, that Ruby finds a worry.